And speaking of something good, I'm now going to show you an ad from the Russian army. And this video went viral, as I said, because somebody looped it together with an ad from the American army. And it's an incredible, just a truly incredible juxtaposition of the way one country behaves in a serious manner and in the way another country behaves, unfortunately the United States, in a completely unserious manner. This was retweeted by all sorts of people, including Ted Cruz, and then of course he started getting called a Russian asset and everything else. So first let's show you this Russian army video.
Это первый день твоей новой жизни. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сможешь узнать себя? Познать границы своих возможностей? К черту границы! Ты готов ломать себя? Да, потому что без врага нет боя, а без боя нет победы. Но на самом деле, главный враг вчерашний — ты. Твоя задача — выследить врага, догнать его, превзойти, стать лучше, чем он, и вернуться назад. Победить.
All right, I don't speak Russian, but I assume he was saying something to the effect of, you know, we're serious people and I've got to go do something and I'm fighting for my country and that's what we're going to go do. I also think was it Dan Snyder? Zack Snyder of Justice League probably directed that thing. You can see, you don't even need to know exactly what he's saying to understand, and whether you think it's propaganda or not, and we can have all of those debates, but what you're seeing is the Russian government is putting out an ad saying, we want soldiers, we want to be able to defend our country, we're going to do what we got to do. Now, allow me to show you what the U.S. Army put out last week.
It begins in California, with a little girl raised by two moms. I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age. Standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class. I found it. A way to prove my inner strength and maybe shatter some stereotypes along the way. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
We're screwed, people. You get it? You get it? Like, can you imagine that Russian guy coming up against that girl? No offense to that girl. No offense to her lesbian mothers. No offense to the marching. No offense to equality. No offense to any of that. But if you give me a, East Village lesbian versus Vladimir Putin, who's going to win? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's great. Nobody cares if you're gay. Nobody cares if you're straight. Nobody cares if you're trans. But which one of those seems like a country that is saying we are here? We are here for a purpose. We are here to defend ourselves. We are here because we believe in the documents that got us here, and we are strong and don't mess with us and all of that stuff. Now, again, maybe the Russian one is propaganda. I'm not going to sit here and defend a Russian army ad, right? Although I would defend Ivan Drago fighting Rocky Balboa in Moscow on Christmas Day in 1985, I believe that was. But it's just like, you see these two things. Do we have a problem here? Like, we got a real problem here, and we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. By the way, this is fantastic. Connor showed me this. My director showed me this right before we started. On that YouTube video, on the U.S. Army ad, now they shut off comments, so you're not allowed to comment on that, but this is absolutely incredible. There are 4.2 thousand, so 4,200 likes, 4.2 thousand likes, 86,000 dislikes. Are we inspiring people? Are we inspiring people? I don't know. You can only garner or glean that much information from likes on YouTube videos, but like something ain't right. And again, I just want to say fantastic work with that cartoon girl and her lesbian mothers. That's wonderful. It's great. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just wonderful. But I think Putin's got a leg up on us. Like, Putin's watching that video going, we're okay, guys. Don't worry. Invasion begin next week. Okay.